Alright, Kenny, so this is my video response to your question. Two questions. Thoughts on the Double O movie and the second episode of Unicorn. So I'm going to try to make this quick because this is my third time taking this. So my thoughts on the Double O movie. Basically, I feel the same way you do. Part of me thinks that it's going to be, I mean, a part of me thinks it's going to be, or I'm afraid it's going to be, um, just a movie so that Bandai could release more stuff. And so far they've done a lot of stuff. So far they've done that. So they've already released a lot of stuff. I mean, Harut is like just released, and then not too long after that, Raphael will be released. You got the Ring of Meisters Gashapon box set, which I really actually want, but it's always out of stock. I guess everyone wants it. It looks cool. It looks really cool. Then you got these new Haro stuff. Just a whole bunch of merchandise for the movie. Um, and it's out in a couple days or so. Or maybe, yeah, a couple days or so. But I'm just really afraid it's going to be just exactly that. Just an opportunity for Bandai to release more things. Yeah. So that's just the only thing I'm afraid of. I mean, I really don't feel like watching two-thirds of a movie where it's just a whole bunch of GN particle spam and beam spam. It's just not what I want to see. I want to see plot development. I want to see some questions answered. I want to know this coming of dialogues or whatever it was that Tierra said. Yeah, I just don't want to see a whole bunch of GN particles floating around, and I don't want to see a whole bunch of beams floating around or just shooting around and stuff. That's not what I want to see. I want to see good action. I want to see some questions answered. I want to see details, plot, start, middle, finish, details. That's what I want to see. Okay, now, I guess you asked about also our thoughts on the designs of the mobile suit. Maybe you asked about that, maybe you didn't, but I'm going to comment on them anyway. And in case people don't already know, I mean, I think I've said this already, but just to kind of refresh people's memories, and for those of you who don't know my opinion yet, um, I'm one of those guys who actually like the designs of these new suits. The new suits don't really have a lot of love, but you know me, there's things that a lot of people don't like, but I actually end up liking. Like for example, Quanta's Buster Rifle, GN Buster Rifle mode for the GN Sword 5. To be honest, the GN Sword 5 itself is my least favorite of the three configurations that you can get the GN Sword 5 in. Respectively, it's GN Sword 5, GN Sword Buster mode, and then GN Sword Buster Rifle mode. Buster Rifle mode being the top favorite, and I have no shame in saying that. I like the Buster Rifle mode. Simply because when I had the Quanta, okay, it looks cool. It looks stupid, to be honest. It looks stupid, but posability wise, I can come up with a lot of sword things, but because Exia and Double O are already that exactly, I don't want a third one to look like it's just doing a sword. The sword does look nice. It really does look nice. I'm not gonna lie about that. But I guess it's just more of a personal taste in terms of the model kit that I actually have. I like the Buster sword. I like the Buster rifle better. Because I can have Double O and Exia posing their normal sword poses, and I can have Quanta in the middle with a gun pose, just to differentiate it from the three. So that's the only reason. But respectively, I like the designs from least to greatest. Raphael, because it's just different. It is definitely different. I mean, they took the Innovator suits, Gadessa Garazo, and Gades, put it together and made a Gundam, basically. And, it's fitting for Tira, because he's different. He's not human. And obviously his mobile suit has to fit that aspect of Tira. Different, not human. Just different. So I've accepted it, but it is now my least favorite. I used to like it a lot, but it's my least favorite now. Next, believe it or not, Double O Quanta is my third favorite. For the only particular reason because, okay, they did try to mash up Double O and Exia together, and I gotta say they did a decent job. But it's just, for me, the color separation just doesn't work for me. I think there's just a little bit too much blue. With Exia it works, with Double O it works, but with Quanta I don't know why it doesn't work. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing with the Quanta by adding more gray here and there, because I think the gray would, I guess, offset this big amount of blue. Now, what I'm about, the two next suits obviously are going to be Harute, respectively, and Zabanya. Now, those two are different because they just have a whole lot of color to them. Different, but I'm still going to do the same exact thing when I get the kits. I'm going to add more gray. And I think it's because I got so used to the Season 1 and Season 2, more or less Season 1, designs of, you know, the characters' mobile suits having a lot of exposed gray. And it's not bad looking at all. I mean, from the pieces that I put together, I think it looks nice. It actually looks nice. It changes design a little bit, but at the same time, it gives, in my taste, in my eyes at least, it gives them a bit more of an aggressive look, with a little bit more gray to them. Because otherwise, without all the gray, they just look like a whole bunch of, how can I say this? They just look like sports cars stock sports cars, like something straight out of a dealer, you know. I kind of want to add the gray to give it a little bit more beef. So kind of like adding carbon fiber to your car that came out of a dealer, if that makes sense. And so Harute, I like Harute because the design and then the flight mode really looks like a nice flight mode. Respectively, I like Arios, and then Kyrios, and then Harute's flight modes. And then there's one thing that Zabanya and Harute share that I like. But Zabanya I actually really, really like. The holster bits is a little meh, but it's growing on me. I do like the bulkiness of the design, but the one aspect that Harute and Zabanya both have that I really like about is that they really look like possible designs for an Armored Core unit. So if you're into the Armored Core franchise, maybe you understand where I'm getting at. You look at, put it this way, Harut, Mirage, Zabanya, Crest. Let's put it that way. Or if you're into the older one, like Armored Core 2, Zabanya, Emerald, Harut, Zeo Matrix. And you know, that's my thoughts. So once again, respectively, Raphael, least favorite, Quanta, third favorite, Harute, second favorite, Zabanya, top favorite. And that's my thoughts on that. Now for the second episode of Unicorn, simply put, because I really don't want to stretch this out too long, but simply put, I'm more excited about the second episode of Unicorn than I am about the movie for 00. Just put it that way. I'm also really excited to get my hands on that high-grade Universal Century Sinanju, because I already have Unicorn and Destroy mode, and I'm just waiting for Sinanju high-grade to go with that. And to be honest, I'm pretty sure they're going to release, because they've already thrown up scans releasing the head display base for Sinanju. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a kit, a high-grade kit, a special limited kit with a high-grade Universal Century Sinanju with the head display base. And if they do that, you know what? I'm still going to get it. I don't care. I'm still going to get it. And if they get it at WonderCon, I'm going to pick it up. And most likely, if not, FanimeCon will definitely have it, and I'll pick it up. Like, I don't care if I have two. I could use the first one as my original, and I can get the second one, get the head display base and pose it with the original, and use the second one to custom paint. I don't know, you know. So yeah, that's my thoughts on both things. Simply put, I'm excited for the 00 movie. I don't know when I'm really going to be able to see it. I guess it depends on who will be the first person to send me a link to the video, because I appreciate the fact that a lot of you guys send me links to different things quicker than I notice, because you know I am busy with my life, and I'm excited for things, but I don't really go deep into it to try to figure out and hunt down where I can watch or find or get more information on certain things. So I do appreciate that you guys do jump on it and send me links, because when the Gurren Lagann movie, the second one, came out on torrents or on streaming, I had like 5 different messages with the links, with the same links to the same video, to where I could watch the video streaming online. And you know, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to do that for me when the 00 movie comes out, and I'll say in advance I'll appreciate that. But I am more excited to see the second episode of Unicorn Gundam. So yep, with that said, thanks for Kenny. Thanks for posting a video like this as soon as you could have. I know you just got back into YouTube and you've got all these things set up for you, and it's still greatly appreciated that you can take some time and connect with your folks on YouTube. So that's great of you. So, all right, thanks for watching.